Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. And tonight, we've got the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Charlotte Hornets here at Spectrum Center. I'm Kevin. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Lakers. They've had a very slow start to the season so far, down in the bottom half of the conference.
And you know, for the Lakers, they've gotten off to the kind of start teams just dread. They've already dug a nice hole for themselves.
They do have the talent necessary to get it turned around quickly. They won't want to wait too much longer to do it, but they can still make it a productive season.
And now the Lakers starting group. Hachimura is the 4 with Ayton playing the 5. Reeves in at shooting guard. James is the small forward. And it's Vincent in at the point guard. None for the Hornets. Okongwu is out there with John Morant. Then it's Ball, and it's Ball in a 2-guard. Reeves outside. Back to James. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And we talk about experimenting with lineups early on, DB. What are some examples of that?
Well, you can have two extremes, right, in the modern NBA. Most teams need some sort of small ball lineup that they finish with. But we are also increasingly starting to see teams play with multiple bigs on the floor. You have to be able to have multiple tools in your toolbox.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Reeves with it, now guarded by Ball, and stolen by Okongwu. Fires from way outside. Hachimura grabs the miss.
Man, he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Well, you want to see DeAndre Ayton seek out the contact on the interior. Boy, he's a big-time talent.
The shot's good.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Pass to Hachimura. Back to Reeves. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Reeves has a great ability to finish, and he knows how to work inside.
And the state of North Carolina is a powerhouse, Doris. You know that in college hoops. Can that translate, do you think, to the Hornets?
Kevin, what we know, what the research tells us, is that college basketball fans are just that, and NBA fans are just that. Those two fan bases don't generally cross over. The Hornets need to focus on winning, however, because in America, everybody loves a winner.
Here's Morant, driving to the basket.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Marcus Smart's check in for Vincent. Let's check out the NBA's best three-point threats. Onyeka Okongwu, number 1. LaMelo Ball is second.
Either of these two guys force defenders to come out well past that three-point line, and that really opens the floor up for their entire offense.
And that one's good. Hachimura.
Well, the finishing ability of Rui Hachimura on display. This guy has a knack for getting around defenders and into his groove.
Lakers trail by 3. And now Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Coach was enthralled by the court awareness of LeBron James. He said, quote, "Very few guys know where all the players are on the court at all times. Very few players have the skill and the ability to take advantage of any slip-up. LeBron falls in both of those categories. There's a reason people talk about him as the GOAT." Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
That's just great recognition by LaMelo Ball. The pinpoint accuracy makes it easy for his teammate.
Here's LeBron. Last game with 30 points. And that one's good. Hachimura.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Okongwu. And it's good off the back rim and in. Okongwu's now got 8 points.
he has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things at him, but he's been unstoppable.
Here's James. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight, 3 for 4.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Morant, and there's the drive, and it's Ayton with the rebound. The Lakers trail. Knocks it loose, and that one goes out of bounds. They say last touch by Ball. And the Lakers with some changes. Hayes, he's checked in for 8. Vanderbilt comes in for Rui Hachimura. And it's Dalton Connect in for Austin Reeves. Here's LeBron, up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Outside, Smart. Here's Hayes. And he was able to put it up in time, but it doesn't fall. It's been all about Okongwu for Charlotte. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hornets.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Austin Reeves out there with Marcus Smart. Then it's Jackson Hayes. Then there's Jarrett Vanderbilt. And it's Connect in at the small forward position.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
The shot's good from Vanderbilt.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
In recent seasons, availability has been a problem for John Morant. Greg, dig into that a little bit.
From a league suspension to multiple injuries, Morant has missed a significant amount of time, but we know when he's on the court, he's a game changer.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Ball from deep three-point territory. A rebound by the Lakers. This their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped the game in this series last year. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And a deep 3 from Ball. The long-distance 3 is buried. Ball's got 9 points in the quarter.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Reeves. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Puts up a deep 3, and it's the Hornets another 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
Tipped away. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And with a quick break in the action, here's the numbers for Morant. Averaging 25 points per, 7 assists and 6 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
And the Lakers with some changes. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's LeBron in for Dalton Connect. And the rejection by Morant. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Just 5 to shoot. Smart finds James. Launches from deep. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Shams, we thank you very much for that report.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Here's Reeves. It's good. Reeves has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Morant kicks the ball. Outside Ball. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Shoots from the high post. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Ball's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hornets.
Well, you have to be willing to take what the defender gives you. LaMelo Ball gets into that mid-range, makes the defender pay.
And it goes down 2 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Morant passes the ball. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Ball's got 17.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
To the middle, here's James. Strong inside. What a move by James.
Well, it's the skill set and the strength of LeBron James. It'll be interesting to see how his shot profile breaks down when it's all said and done.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Hachimura. Reeves with it. Now guarded by Ball. Good on that shot. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Reeves.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
With some changes. Dalton Connect comes in for Austin Reed. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Smart. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. And it's Ball in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night. Stolen by Ball. Fires away from outside. And it's the Hornets another 3.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their Connected Cam. With 1 on the clock, the shot no good. And so it's Charlotte, 13 points up at the end of the period. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
They've been patient, not allowing the other teams to speed them up, just making the plays that are there.
Yeah, protecting the lead by protecting. And time now to swing it around as we take a... Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
We've got Lonzo Ball. Morant is out there with Ball. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Okongwu in at the center. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing third in the West.
They went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success.
Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, LeBron is keeping it going. He said, I appreciate these young guys coming up in the ranks and doing great things. I hope to have inspired them to carry it on when I decide that I'm done and keep this beautiful game going. Not just the league, but the purity of the game. That is what's most important. Kevin, back to you.
He's left an imprint, no doubt. Thanks a lot, Allie. Pass to Hachimura. And it's good for 2. And it's 8 points here for Rui Hachimura.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Ball, no good.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Stolen by Ball. Ball with it. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Hornets lead by 16.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for LaMelo Ball. Averaging 21 points per game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now Reeves. He's got 8. Here's Hachimura. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. 10 points here for Rui Hachimura. Here's Ball. They get the rebound, and Charlotte turns it over again. And while we can now, let's check in on the top scoring rookies in the NBA. Marcus Smart's checked in for the Lakers.
Number 36, Marcus. Smart.
And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 14-point game. Back to LeBron. Reeves against Ball. Hachimura with a screen on Ball. And that one's good. Hachimura. Hachimura's got 12.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And Ball puts up a deep 3. Reeves with the rebound. Lakers trail by 12. Stolen by Ball. Ball kicks to Ball. Launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Ball's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Here's Hachimura. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 4 assists in the game. Ball feeling it out a bit. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 1:02 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Ayton. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Charlotte leading by 11. Here's Morant. Morant bullies his way inside.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
And they double up LeBron. Here's Hachimura. Smart against Ball. Pass to Ayton. Clock at 6. And it's sent back by Okongwu. 1 second separating the shot clock in game. And he's good on the 3 ball. Ball's got 30.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
LeBron against Ball. Now here's Ayton. Basket good. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Hornets lead by 14. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Jared Vanderbilt, Austin Reeves out there with Marcus Smart. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's Connect in at the 3. Here's Reeves and Ball with the block.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
The other thing that jumps out about their performance tonight, the amount of steals really pressuring those ball handlers.
Oh!
My goodness.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away.
Now coming into the floor is your swarm star. Let me hear you make some noise. Get loud. It's for your swarm star.
And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. just over a minute played here in the fourth. Reeves outside. And stolen by Okongwu. Ball, the pass to Ball. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Ball's got 17 points here in the second half. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Williams. Rebounded by the Lakers.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist on the night.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And LeBron James gets it to go.
Almost seems unfair, gentlemen, to have a guy as strong as LeBron be able to handle the ball the way he does.
And it's in there.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And that's an error by the D. You can't give someone like Smart that kind of position inside.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Hayes, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's Hayes in the corner. Pass to Vanderbilt. Oh, softly lays it in.
Boy, they'll take that possession. Nice finish in close.
Hornets leading by 18. Outside, Ball. It's good from long range. Ball's got 37.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Miller's checked in for Okongwu. And then for Los Angeles, Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. Connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for Charlotte.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice, they're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a good, another from 3.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in. Good work there as it goes.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Here's Vincent. He's covered by Ball. Here's Reeves. Makes it off the glass.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost